Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. This one we're going to be going over my reasons, what I like and what I dislike about the Itchy and Scratchy Land update. Now, I'm going to be honest, I recorded this video and the audio corrupted, so I'm just gonna sort of rush through this. I can't be bothered, kind of going over my thoughts again, going in depth, and I also need a refreshment. So yeah, so let's go through. I'm going to do the normal format where we do 3 reasons why I like this update, 3 reasons why I dislike this update. We'll do my favourite building and my favourite character. But I'm going to start this video a little bit differently today. I'm going to be talking about ranking the updates so far, in terms of big updates that we've got this year. So of course the 3 big updates that we got this year is Itchy and Scratchy Land, Springfield Jobs and Battle Royale. So first of all, I think Battle Royale is right at the bottom. I really dislike Battle Royale, as most of you guys did, so that one's at the bottom. Then I'm actually going to put Springfield Jobs, and Itchy and Scratchy Land is going to be my sort of number 1 so far this year. Main reason is, although I was really excited with Springfield Jobs in the first act, it really drained on me. It really kind of dragged on for me in the second and third act, so I'm having to put Springfield Jobs as number 2, and Itchy and Scratchy Land takes the win. So far it is the best update in my opinion. So let's go through 3 of those reasons why. So first of all, my first reason is it's done something with Krusty Land. Now, a lot of people kind of hate the fact that Krusty Land is now gone completely. A lot of people are completely against it. I'm in the camp where I'm happy they did it, because and I kind of want to hate it in some ways. I get that, but it was going nowhere. We hadn't had an update in Krusty Land for years. The last major update was 5 years ago or something like that. Krusty Land has been around for a long time, and yes, it did sort of render pointless, designing Krusty Land and making it, and that whole process, all those tasks, all those characters. You know what I mean, all the kind of character quest lines and all that. It kind of served as pointless in the end, because you couldn't even it didn't matter. It didn't matter because it was completely destroyed anyway. But I'm kind of glad that what they did is they brought all the old decorations and buildings in and gave us lots of land for it, and we could now design and create our own things. We could bring in other miscellaneous kind of rides like the Praise Land and all that, bring in that, design that. I'm in the kind of camp where I think that this was a good decision. It might not have been the best decision, but I think it works regardless. It's kind of saved a lot of space on your device that was taken up by Krusty Land, that was just sitting there and honestly just collecting dust. It wasn't doing anything. It was just pointless anyway. So I'm kind of glad that they have destroyed Krusty Land and brought all the old stuff into Springfield for you to design. I like that. And I'm going to miss Krusty Land. It was fun while it lasted. RIP Krusty Land and all that. But I think that it was a good thing for them to bring in the other items into Springfield. So my second point is there's lots of cool characters. So there isn't too many characters. There's not loads of them, but the characters I do like is Itchy, Scratchy, Tina Ballerina, and Corporal Punishment, who we haven't actually got yet, but we will be getting them soon. June Bellamy. I think she's kind of an meh character. She's okay, but I'm glad that they added her. So those kind of 5 I'm really, really happy with. There's some others like Mars Buckler, Ms. Mouse, the Park Engineer, and Bort. Those 4 I'm not that bothered about particularly, but I think that they're good regardless that they've been added. I'm glad that regardless that they have been added, it's kind of cool to get some more characters just to kind of, make the update a little bit better. And then there's some kind of forgettable ones like Diane and Jeremy. But whatever. I remember Bort quite well, but he really is a blink and you miss a character. So yeah, really cool characters. I think that those people have really defined the update quite well, especially those first 4, Itchy and Scratchy and Corporal Punisher and Tina Ballerina. 4 characters I really wanted in the game, and I'm glad that they have finally now been added. And bear in mind, Itchy and Scratchy were quite high on my list of characters I wanted to see. And then my third point for why this update is really good is you can design your own rides, as well as adding many other new Itchy and Scratchy Land attractions. So I like the fact that you can design your own rides with the Injury 500, the log ride, and the Zoominator, which we're going to be getting in Act 3. I like the fact that you can do that. I think it makes it way more personal, so you can actually make your own kind of looking thing, and everyone will have a different looking ride, and I think that's a really good thing. it kind of adds some more variety as well. Like, there's some customization I really hate. Like, for example, the Springfield Heights customization, I hate that so much because there's only one way that you can really, like, design your buildings anyway in Springfield Heights, and like. But with this, there is multiple ways you can design it, and just like the monorail, you can multiple ways you can design the monorail, and there's multiple ways you can design this, and I think that it is really cool how they've added the whole like customization with it, instead of just giving us the rides and just kind of letting us do what we want with them. We're just having them sort of like fixed as one design and just throwing them in the game. I'm glad that they've kind of allowed us to design it. Anyway, so those are all my positives. Let's get on to some negatives. So first of all, and I know I bring it up every time, but the deal that we got, the deal in the store. So of course, this is Moss Buckler this year. This update, we've got Moss Buckler, and the main reason this even more kind of annoys me is she's £20 or $20 or €20, which I think is ridiculous. I think that this is way overpriced for such a minor character who's never really had her own episode. She hasn't even appeared in over 10 episodes, and honestly, she is pretty irrelevant. And the fact that she's now £20, it kind of is trying to tell us that this is almost trying to tell us that this is a worthwhile character, and I just don't think it is at all. It's just really annoying that they've done this. I hate it when they do this. Nobody likes it. Nobody is happy when this happens, so I think they should stop, but of course it's EA, so they probably won't, which is unfortunate. But regardless, she's in the game for £20. It's kind of annoying, but what are you going to do? My second point is there's no Poochie and there's a lack of Itchy and Scratchy show buildings. So what I mean by this is, first of all, of course, we all know who Poochie is. He's kind of quite a prominent character in the whole Itchy and Scratchy universe, and they haven't added him in, which is really annoying to me because he's so relevant to this update. Like, he should have been added in this update, and it's so annoying that they've completely left him out. I don't know what they're going to do. I kind of feel like they're going to do like a part 2 to this, maybe adding some of the Itchy and Scratchy show buildings. What I mean by the Itchy and Scratchy show buildings is the actual, in the little 30-second clips that we see of the Simpsons watching the Itchy and Scratchy show. We obviously watch, like, Bart and Lisa watch the Itchy and Scratchy show, and then we see the little sketches, and in those little sketches there's buildings, and I think that I've done a video of it before talking about some of these, and I do think they could probably make like part 2 of Itchy and Scratchy Land update. I know I always like to talk about part 2s. I'm a big sequel guy in terms of updates, but yeah, I just think that it's really annoying that they haven't added Poochie. It's kind of let it down a little bit for me because I was hoping that Poochie would have been maybe like a Act 3 prize or something, or something like that, or he could have been anything really, or even if he was Donuts, I would have been okay with Poochie being Donuts. But who I'm not okay with being Donuts is, to my third point, Scratchy's Donuts. Now this annoys me because not only is he Donuts, he's also 300 Donuts, which is way overpriced. It's double the amount for a normal kind of character building combo. Normally it's 150, but for some weird reason there's an exception with Scratchy because he's a bigger character. They've kind of made him 300, which I just think is absurd. It's so overpriced. It's a clear cash cow, and it's just really annoying. Yeah, he should have been an Act 3 prize. I think that, honestly, they could have gone with a way better storyline where they could have had it. Itchy wants to kill Scratchy, Scratchy's missing, you get Scratchy as the final Act 3 prize, and then Itchy finally kills Scratchy. That kind of storyline. That would have worked for me. Something like that would have been cool, and they could have made Scratchy, because now Scratchy's completely eliminated from the main questline because he's a pre-main character, which is annoying because he's part of the duo. He's kind of he's meant to be a part of this storyline, and the fact is he's technically separated from it because he can't be a part of the main questline because not everyone's going to be able to get Scratchy. And I just think it's really annoying that they've done that, and I think it's really kind of scummy as well. And then just a kind of a bonus kind of thing I hate is and this is mainly personal to me because not everyone's experienced this, as I've seen, but I've got a few glitches, a few things. First of all, the main one that is pissing me off the most is every time I log into Tapped Out now, I have to re-download my entire town, which is like 800 megabytes, so I have to like wait like 3 or 4 minutes every time I play Tapped Out to download my town again, which I just think is really tedious. They fixed this in the Who Shot Mr. Burns update, but then for some weird reason it's come back in this update, and that's really annoying me. Second of all, my mascots, my Itchy mascot and my Scratchy mascot, are still stuck in my inventory. I can't get them out, and it's really annoying. I had that other one where the Squeaky Voice team was thrown into my inventory for some weird reason. I've had a lot of texture glitches. I'm having a lot of lag because of the building cap. Like, I'm going way over the building cap, the recommended building cap, and I'm having a little bit of lag now because of it, which I think is really annoying. And I really wish they would fix this. And so yeah, so that's just kind of like a little bonus one. And then let's get onto my favourite building and my favourite character. So favourite character, first of all, is Itchy. I think they've done some really interesting stuff with Itchy, some cool tech quests with him, cool animations, and of course he's free. He's the kind of leader of this update, so you gotta like Itchy. And yeah, I think they've done a lot of good with him, so you know, he's my first character. I just think there's way better. He might get taken over by Corporal Punishment when he comes in, not going to lie. I'm really excited for Corporal Punishment. But yeah, Itchy, I think overall it's been a pretty cool character and a really cool addition to Tapped Out. And my favourite building is actually TGI Scratchies. I just think this building's really nice and slick. It fits really well with the Itchy and Scratchy land, and I just think it's a really cool building. And I can't wait to decorate it and stuff, so yeah. So yeah, that's it for this things. You know, how is it so far? That's my answer to how is it so far. It's overall, it's pretty good. It gets a thumbs up overall. I do think this update is still pretty good. Out of 10, I'm gonna give it a solid 9. I still think it is a really good update. It's really refreshed my kind of my interest in Tapped Out. I like over the course of Springfield Jobs, I was really disinterested in Tapped Out. It really kind of turned me off. And this update's kind of relit my excitement a little bit, but we'll have to see. I think overall, like this year, I've been really like as a whole, I've been pretty disinterested compared to last year. So we'll have to see what the next act brings us, and also what's in the future. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.